Hello, everyone. Welcome back to House of Dreams and City of Strays. My life fell apart for 2 weeks, and now we're back. Has it rebuilt itself? No. Why would it? Hi, I'm Callum, but I'm not running this game. Bard is. So, Bard's in charge. Merry Christmas.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to City of Strays. We had a tiny little break because of personal reasons, but we are so back. Um, I am Bard or Laura. You can find me anywhere on the internet as Bard with many names, and I'm here with my wonderful players who can't wait to introduce themselves, as you can see. Artie, would you like to make a fabulous start?
Hello, people of the internet. I am RDMK. I go by Fab, he, him. You can find me at a bunch of places on the internet doing a bunch of things. I run a few games and a few channels and a few servers. I do art. I am going to be starting to make YouTube videos, etc., etc. So follow me on RDMK on YouTube, which is AADIMK on YouTube and on Blue Sky and Moonlight Creations on Instagram. And I will be playing the wild soul today. I am playing a certain character who is learning to deal with things. She is, I think, maybe exploring a vulnerability in the loss of a comfort that was a constant in its own way when someone came back also. But yeah, I'll stop bobbling. Hi.
Magpie?
There we go.
Magpie,
Hi.
would you like to continue?
Cool. Hi, I'm Magpie. I use she, they pronouns. I am found pretty much just on Blue Sky at Antique Horror. You can find me yapping about comic stuff and APs. I am playing Dahlia. There we go. Her second name looks like the other word. I am playing the Old Soul, our High Priestess. She's got some stuff going on. I went full speed ahead with making her exactly like a lot of crap I really enjoy. She has antlers, she has space stuff. She's live, laugh, loving her way through life. That's all I have to offer. Callum, who are
Hello,
you?
my name is Callum. My pronouns are they, them, and new. I am playing the Pure Heart, whose name is a yet untested name. I do not remember which of these names on my list are part of the joke this week, so I'm not going to do it because I can't read my notes properly because I can't write. And all I remember is I am the City of Strays' only and best detective.
Along with your compatriot.
That's right.
Mm, mm.
Yeah, that's right. He's a junior detective, not an actual detective. So like that's why I am the only and best. That's a junior detective, not a real detective. Because like
Mhm.
uh, if he was an actual detective, I wouldn't be the only and the best. I'd just be the best.
Like no one ever was. We get it.
I think that like several times when this little rendition has been given, like Madeline has always just kind of quietly stirred her coffee and then turned around and smiled before walking off. But like, yeah.
While we are here, allow me to remind you of what happened last week.
Great.
Last week, we pulled a wonderful little card that made, how do we say it nicely? A bird dropped dead from the sky. Happens from time to time. This one was Archibald, the beloved, one of the most beloved figures in the Parliament of Owls that has the city in its claws. And a little nameless bird, and Barnaby, the little barn owl, went out to investigate. Callum spent wisdom to solve this challenge, and so they ended up with, well, they ended up at home with one line of evidence leading to Grandma Gambaya, like the old woman of the city. Everybody loves her. Everybody loves the food she gives out, the tired smile on her lips, how she sits in her rocking chair. And from time to time, she's not much of a knitter. She's more into crocheting, but the grandma of basically everybody. And the other line of evidence led to the Pigeon Queen, an somewhat morally gray character, one of the faces of the underworld, one of the owner of the Nest, one of the, well, nightclub is a lot, saying a lot, something of a speakeasy with light entertainment down in the not as, well, there aren't really pretty parts of town left, to be honest, but the even less prettier parts of town. And there was another little detail. All right, Dahlia's girlfriend.
Dun, dun, dun.
I, Callum, support gay rights and gay wrongs. However, this bird wants the goddamn truth.
And you have the feeling that it's gonna be hard to get the truth as long as Barnaby is standing next to you. He's very loyal and very, very cute, and has very, very big eyes looking at everything. But he is an owl. He's one of them.
That is central in the kind of gaze that Madeline is giving Barnaby and our bird. She will look across the room to catch Dahlia's eyes and just like, well, perhaps Barnaby, you have been an extremely able and capable assistant to our friend here. Perhaps you could take a rest. It is only a good accomplice takes care of themselves so that they can do the task properly.
That's true. Self-care is important. Do you have a kitten?
Sorry,
Kitten.
I want to say yes. And just
A
gestures
kitten.
vaguely towards the kitchen.
There
we go.
I just
Go ahead. Earnestness is its own reward.
Is that all right with you? And Barnaby looks to your unnamed bird, Callum.
Yeah, fine, great. I think that's a great idea. We need your sharp eyes to remain sharp, so to give them some rest.
All right.
Bye now.
Oh, you mean no? Yeah, okay. And Barnaby flutters off towards the kitchen. I have just one tiny question, because last time I heard the kitchen was in a state of, well, it was on its way to being cleaned, but still quite in a bit of disarray. Is that still true?
I think I would have cleaned it in the interim, like especially while we were waiting for D to get back. I think Madeline would have definitely cleaned it up. The rest of it.
All right. You hear some clang. Ah, I'm all right.
Oh, well, now that we have a little more quiet time, what's the plan?
My dear, can you explain to me why one of your friends is running around with an owl?
You know,
Because
I'd rather wonder that myself.
All of the room looks
one of
to
the most
the
moderate,
bird.
arguably one of the most moderate, arguably progressive owls died, and I'm trying to restore balance and peace to the city by helping them figure out why. We
Do you
started a
want to know
riot
why?
for some reason that's quite beyond me, and I feel like maybe we shouldn't have done that because the owls are currently standing between disorder and order, and if this place gets any more disordered, it'll completely fall apart and everyone will forget everything.
Do you really believe that?
I do.
And I have to agree with Feathered Grace here. I don't particularly subscribe to that notion.
I'm I think that sure, there's lots of criticisms to be made about the owls and the way they organize things. However, we got to like, what's the difference? Like, what's the alternative? Because I think the
Change and
alternative's bad.
growth.
I, I,
Change and growth.
I feel like we've
For
seen that
themselves?
it's destruction and chaos, and I don't think that's a good way to operate. Like, they're not
She will
they're not
kind of
a single organism like us.
she'll
They contain multitudes. There are disagreements within the owls, which means that they're not an in like a single force that we can't engage with.
And
she'll
yet
toss her
they
hair and start
steal what is
making some coffee.
ours. Do you know what they do to my little birds? They pluck them until there is barely anything left. What gives them the right to take?
Fuck them of what? Flesh?
Of what they are.
And I'd
You know what
forgive you
it
for that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Aren't you three also supposed to be giving taxes?
Yeah, but taxes are what make society function.
Depends on who's getting taxed for what.
As far as I understand it, and I had a very long conversation with Barnaby about this, they feed off excess emotions, not all of emotion.
Well, if an owl says it, it must be true.
I'm just going on the facts that I've been given.
Why do you accept them as the only facts?
I'm not saying that they're only facts. I'm just saying that these are the facts I currently have.
I might have a small idea. Movement tends to bring with it a certain velocity. It drags things in the drag path. If there is some particular movement within the Parliament towards a more understanding people, then perhaps you could try and find some sort of way in. We try and
As
That's what I'm
find.
saying. The guy who was that is fucking dead.
that's what our bird said. The moderate leader has been removed from the table.
Vacuums always get filled. With all due
It
respect.
is just that this vacuum is in the center. So depending
I've
on
not
where
seen a
the
Henry
pull
Hoover around here for years.
comes, Shit, I
Banned.
forgot the line. Fuck you, guys.
I'm so sorry. It was just too fun to say in the accent.
Given that it's in the middle, what it pulls in its wake will force the court to tip in either extreme. And I don't know if that's what we're going for as well.
Also, I'll put it this way: if I'm not doing the investigation, they're doing the investigation, and they might be a little bit more intense than I am.
So you think they're not doing an investigation of their own?
They most likely are, but I'm quicker and better because I'm the only and best detective they've got.
Let you know.
The mists bless your heart.
I don't know if I've got a heart. I'm made of metal.
The bird is an optimist. I have to give that.
So let's boil this down to the heart. Our problem exactly is we have a dead member of the parliament, somebody we have to work out to pin the blame on, and fill a vacuum.
And a
I
number of
feel like
fingers pointing in a certain directions.
I feel
to
like
blame.
pinning the blame on someone is suggesting that you know who did it. Do you know who did it?
I did.
Oh,
Slurp of coffee.
I think,
And
I
Granny
think Dahlia
Grambala-
just sort of.
And Granny Grambala agreed to take the fall for it. We didn't want to hit Archibald.
Who's
but
He-
you
fine.
did. Which means you didn't care about who you hit.
That's not true. We aimed, and he wanted to play the hero.
Right. Okay. Um,
Who was it, little bird? What will
well,
you tell your little friend?
that's a great question because I'm struggling to no.
A lot of people depend on me. A lot of people depend on Granny.
Then why didn't you like get a better fool? Like, okay, we're gonna have two different pillars of the community be our fool guys, either the one who did it or the one who didn't do it. That just seems like bad fool guy creation.
Yeah, next time I will want to kill the head of the state, I will ask you first.
Kill the head of the state. Was that your objective?
Yes?
I am going to take this moment to kind of saunter over towards the kitchen so that I can know that our little owl is still busy. As a
What? Oh, yeah, what you see is actually pretty interesting. Madeline, you come into the kitchen. You see how Barney is sitting on the rim of a little glass of water, drinking, and while he's drinking, he's looking up at the window, and you see a very elegant-looking long black owl feather cleaning the window. And you see that the other two windows, first of all, those windows were broken. Second of all, that little guy is using magic.
without apparent cost.
At least without apparent cost, you see right now.
Bollocks.
And yeah, all your windows are repaired and he's cleaning them. And you're pretty sure that particular glass also like had a little chip. That's also repaired.
I think while in this moment, then as our bird is getting interrogated by the pigeon queen, I'll kind of look over my shoulder and try and catch Dahlia's eyes.
Dahlia will sort of. You don't see her side eye, but you feel it.
And I'll just say, I'll kind of like casually, like, put a finger in front of my lips and just kind of come, kind of motion. But after that quick look, all of that would have been while staring at this casual usage of magic. Uh, she's kind of like frozen mid pace, like, which is a very odd thing for to happen for Madeline.
Dahlia will go and sort of sidle in next to Mads to sort of look into the kitchen.
You
Same thing.
Same thing. And Barnaby started humming a little song.
I just wanted to, and I'm whispering this. I just wanted to check. I'm not hallucinating this, am I?
No, you're seeing it.
Oh dear.
You know, it's awfully stuffy in here. Perhaps we ought to head out to the allotment. Yes?
Grand idea. I think I'm done with coffee. And she will actually kind of walk into the kitchen. Oh, that looks like a damn good job, Barnaby. And like she'll kind of trip, and the cup will fall onto the ground in a very obvious, like, trip, mistake, accident.
Oh no! And he scoops down and catches the cup. Huh.
That was, I mean, I she will start doing a slow applause, kind of like, and not in a
I hope it's
condescending way, in a very, like,
I
appreciative.
hope it was okay that I repaired that stuff. It got a bit silly in here, and I didn't want you like your friends
And
of my
did it stop doing all of these things as he swooped down to catch
the feather is still floating in the air, but it stopped moving the moment Barnaby lost his focus on it.
focus? Okay, okay, okay.
I hope it was okay because it was like a bit silly with the broken windows, and you're friends of my friend, so I thought maybe you want a nice home.
Barnaby, Barnaby, my dear Barnaby, you're perhaps
Minerva
the
always
only
says the kitchen is the heart of the home.
the head and heart, indeed. You're possibly one of the only reasons why anyone could like an owl. But I must admit some curiosity. How do you do that? It For me to cast magic or use magic, it it costs something.
I mean, yeah, it does so for me too, but not too much.
Hmm. What is the truth that you sacrifice?
Truth? Eh?
Hmm. And he has absolutely no idea of what I'm talking about.
No, not the least. I mean, of course, I have to use magic. I mean, look at me. I'm basically a ball. How am I supposed to fly with these tiny wings?
I would never have questioned. Right, D,
Oh,
I would
thank you.
agree. It has become rather stuffy. Time for some air, perhaps?
Perfect, yes.
Right. Carry on, and she'll keep the, like, give him a little pat on the head, and kind of walk to the living room, like, little past uh, D and the Pigeon Queen, actually. And my feathered grace, I hope you'll permit me a small interruption.
Of course.
And she will lean down, full squat down to the bird, and just go, Did you notice that Barnaby, your illustrious aide, is blasting magic, burning through it willy nilly?
Well, right now I've kind of got another thing going on, and you all acting like it's not nothing. Like I'm meant to just go okay and then shut up and walk away. I can't do that. That doesn't seem like the right thing to do.
This is that is not the question. My question was, did you,
No, I didn't
in the
notice. Now
time,
bog off
in
because I'm thinking.
If you come with us outside, I have an idea that would aid your problem.
Okay, I'll go outside.
Do you want me to leave, my dear?
No, stay with us. We'll head
though
down.
I would remind you that it is known that you spend time here for obvious reasons.
I don't want to be a danger even more than I already am, and I don't want to be a burden on you.
Madeline will just kind of shrug.
I think Dahlia will wait until they're outside before speaking, and we'll make sure the coast is clear. So,
Coast clear being just the three of us, or including the pigeon
including
queen.
Queen. My thinking is this. We have two people on whom the community relies on. I do not necessarily have those ties. We acknowledge, yes, you did the killing. If I were to take the fall for it, I'd have a little bit more wiggle room.
In which world?
The one that I rather make up in my head. They'll want to make an example of you. A well-known figure, it would make sense.
The three of you are also well known in this community. And you are also feeding the people. My birds, they can survive without me for a bit, and maybe even for a bit longer if they need to. I taught them well. And I will not go down for this. They might have something against me, yes. They might want to, I don't know, do whatever to me. But they cannot kill me, and that they know.
I see no way out of this in which it ends well. The thing I don't understand is why. You go into everything planned. Why suddenly this? So messy.
It was the first time in forever that they all left the parliament.
I just don't understand.
I wish I could have talked to you before that. I really do. And it's not as easy, not as clear as it seems right now.
No, it's not clear at all. I don't understand it. Why then? Why in such a manner?
Things didn't go according to plan.
We could have helped.
Looks like it's not just a few people's angers that need to be released.
Sorry, Adi, you clipped out once again.
Looks like it's not just a few people whose anger that needed to be released.
I mean, you raised everybody's anger. You turned into a blaming star of retribution.
That is because sometimes after a conflagration, growth happens in the undergrowth.
Growth, growth. Is that what we call this? We're tearing ourselves apart again.
She will kind of laugh and look up, kind of in panic, kind of in joy, kind of in acceptance. Her hair flares a little bit, little sparks.
They tried to take my birds. They tried to take my girls. They tried to take every single bit of them. The only reason you all are spared is because you keep the community stable and quiet. But they know that the underbelly of the city was just waiting for an opportunity. I never wanted you all to get caught in this. Least of all you, my love. I'm so deeply sorry.
Has this made your birds safer?
If you are able to keep your beak shut, it has, in a way,
They're going to come down twice as hard on us. Well, they have a reason to now. They will
they also
pin
know
it.
that. Yeah, but they also know that they can fall too. The sky isn't just the domain of the owls. There are other birds too. All of us, we all deserve freedom.
We do. That's not in question. But we play to the rules, they do not. That is the heart and head of this.
Then why should we?
Yes, I do think an assassination attempt on the leader of a governing body would contribute to not being as pacifist an approach.
I agree with not playing by the rules, but I would at least like to keep a modicum of morals.
Modicum of?
Morals.
I didn't expect anybody to really die. I aimed for the wings. I thought he would fall and they would all get scared for good.
Right. I think, once again,
If I
boil
asked
this
you to
down
jump off the top of this building, that thing you think would just be fine? Casually?
Before, yes. Now flying is a bit of a
I don't know how
challenge.
many of us remember gravity, but I remember gravity.
You are a bird.
Made of metal, I know. I heard that there's
You
metal
are
birds that
able to
flew
fly.
before me.
Okay, I think what we're learning here is that this was all one big mistake.
Problem
Foolish, yes.
got the evidence.
All right.
But it goes against who I am to lie.
You can ask
Your
Granny Jabala the same
evidence.
thing. We will
Your
both
evidence
answer
points
the
to
same.
your evidence points to a controlled society where everything is governed, everything is taxed by people who set the rules without consulting the people they govern. And pardon me if this is something that was easy for you to accept, but I saw Barnaby use magic continuously, without a single pause, without consideration of cost or cause.
I would like to go
There is
into the
something that
kitchen.
allows there is something that allows the owls to use magic like this. I
I'd
don't
love to
think
go into the
it's
kitchen. Barnaby's still there.
Mm-hmm. Since the windows are clean by now, you see
Barnaby,
the old feather.
Who's that feather belong to? Is that your feather specifically?
No,
Is it just a feather of the owls? Can I borrow it?
you can see if it works for you.
Yeah.
And the feather floats towards you. It's like the feather is nearly as big as you are.
Cool. I would like to strike from my character that I'm honest to perform some travel magic.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to change the place
Mm-hmm.
of the evidence that proves who did the crime with this owl feather.
You burn something from yourself away.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, come on!
oh, shit.
It worked so good last time. No.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
God damn. Holy shit. Laura, yo, are you okay?
Yeah. That was your honesty.
Yeah, that's my honesty. I
That's crazy.
will then take my evidence to the owls, with obviously the change being that now I think an owl did it, and this is the proof as
Ooh.
to why.
Mm-hmm.
And I convince Barnaby this is true by the cigarettes we found that pointed in the correct place. I found out they were fake. I smoked
No.
them and they instantly went up in flame. Like I lit them. That's not what cigarettes are meant to do. They're meant to happen slowly. And do you know what I found inside the cigarette case?
What?
An owl feather.
No.
Yeah.
What? But
Crossing the
why?
metal heart.
No.
Someone within the owl court
No,
did
no.
it.
But why should they?
Sounds like the politics of your friend did not agree with them.
But
They were too kind.
we all swore an oath to not go against each other.
They said that they did it first, you know? They thought they'd done it first.
But that's not. How's that possible?
Well, that's the question for owl kind, isn't it?
An owl did it.
Yeah.
Do you
seems like
know
it.
who?
I don't know many owls, Barnaby, to be fair. I only know you. So, like, unless you did it, I ain't got much chance of finding out which owl did it. But I'll leave it in your capable hands as my junior detective in training to discover which of the owls did this.
Me.
Yeah,
I will not let you down.
I hope you don't. I believe in you, bud.
I will hunt them down. Just as a question,
Yeah.
was the owl feather you put there,
Uh-huh.
where did you find it? Where did you move it from?
The one that Barnaby gave me.
Yeah, that's okay. Okay.
Did none of you what?
All right.
I lost Barnaby's feather. I told him I really apologized. I tried to use some magic on it. I was trying to clean one of my pots and it just fell off the roof and I couldn't find it again.
Mm-hmm.
He said the feather wasn't identifiably his.
It was like Barnaby is a light brownish ball of fluff. This feather is deep, deep, deep ink black.
I don't know who I've done up. I've done someone up here. I had to strike being honest from my character in order for this to make sense.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good move, though.
It was a good move.
I've caused us more problems. But you
And-
lot caused a riot and your girlfriend fucking shot a guy. I'm doing my best
I
here.
have no control over my girlfriend. She is a free and autonomous spirit, compadre.
I
Get a better
would
taste. That's all I'm
offer-
saying.
Callum, you solved that challenge already with wisdom, and you already also were ready to give something up. So I would draw another wisdom card for you. This one is the 10 of Cups.
Oh, that's a lot of cups.
Yeah, those are a lot of cups.
It's almost the maximum amount of cups.
You have
Almost.
not seen inside my cupboards.
So let's draw the next card to see how the story proceeds.
Oh no.
It can't be a high one because we just drew a high one. You know, it's gonna be
No,
small.
it
It's gonna
is
be
a
like a
low
one.
Who's the magician?
Oh god.
I believe that was Adi, wasn't it?
I think so. I mean, I don't. I clean my room and I can't find the goddamn notebook, and it's hard for me to look for shit with one arm. I'm sorry. I think so. I remember.
Well, I was the moon.
Yeah.
Callum, what were you?
Oh, the chariot.
No.
So it is Addy.
No, it was the fool, the magician, the high
Oh.
priestess. Yeah, you are the magician.
I'm the
Sorry, we drew
priestess.
2 cards that made our characters, so
Yeah.
I don't know which one it was. Oh, sorry, we drew 3. Sorry. Yeah.
So this whole thing kind of blows over, and everybody is questioning themselves why. One of the owls fell, and nothing seems to happen. Maybe you hear some rumors in the streets. Maybe Archibald was just old. Maybe the stress was too much for him. I mean, now we see what the
Maybe
unrest
he
in the
forgot
streets
he
can
had 2
do.
wings.
Yeah, maybe. You know how it is. And your junior detective, Barney, shows up and promises you every night anew he will find out who it was. But they, like the grown-up, they're keeping awfully quiet about it. I'm gonna find out.
You got this, Barnaby. I believe in you. Just look. You gotta
I've
look in the
got
look
this.
in the files. You gotta look for the discrepancy in the files.
Yes. Which file?
All of them.
Yes.
Every file you can get your hand on.
Yes.
Oh Lord.
Hmm. Adi?
Mhm.
Oh no.
Something in this whole affair has rattled Madeline. You've been especially rude and erratic lately, and you're leaving the sanctuary at strange hours with no word of when or if you'll be back, returning exhausted and in disarray. And you're not even doing your share of the sanctuary upkeep, even though you promised. I want you to write me where you're sneaking up to. And then I want you to tell your coven mates or your fellow strays 3 little hints they might find.
I think she'd be trying to get her bearings, and in the city of strays, in one of the districts, she would have found the remains of a memory of an abandoned market, like a roadside market full of little stalls and carts, a bazaar, uh, warm sun, sand, a little bit,
Adi,
and
are
yeah.
those the hints the others are finding?
I'm telling you the where
meant to
she
know.
goes, right? Yeah.
You're not supposed to say
You're
it to
not
the
sent.
whole group because they're
Just send
supposed
it
to
to the
guess it
bard.
later. That's why I said
Oh,
write it to me.
write it.
You've got to
Yeah.
come up with a mystery for us
Yeah.
on the spot. How
Okay.
dare you?
Yeah,
How
fair.
dare you get this
You know,
off?
sorry. My I will write another one.
No, it's fine. It's very late for you.
Yeah. And it's the immediate thing of I have to use my left hand to type also. It's like
Yeah.
hard to do. Sorry. I can do that. Hold on.
Um, my yet untested name has gone out and bought a Henry Hoover to help cleaning up.
Oh my god.
Other vacuum cleaners are available, but not in this place because everyone's forgotten about the rest of them.
It's just Henry Hoover territory. Is it the
Just
full
Henry,
family of Henry
it's like,
Hoovers? Let's do
but
some
no,
world
no, no.
building while
It's
Addy
just
types.
the red one, and everyone remembers them being rubbish, so they're really bad at
No,
vacuuming.
I love a Henry Hoover.
They're great, and then they fill up, and no one ever empties them.
True, I've got one that you just sort of like dangle over the bin, and it's
The
also
amount of times I've been in a venue and like, yeah, just get the Hoover. And I go, okay, I'll get the Hoover out. And I get the Hoover out, and it's a Henry Hoover. And I go, okay, this is going to be a nightmare. And then I open it and go, no one's opened this in 20 years.
no.
I'm sitting here as a German and I have no fucking clue what you're talking about.
You don't know what a Henry
Let
Hoover
me-
is? Oh
Let
my
me
God.
improve your life. Hold on. Hold the line. There's a whole family of Hoovers, right?
I feel like you're lying to us. This is a lie. You must know what a Henry Hoover is. I can't
Hold on.
believe you've done this.
Bad. Check your
Right
internet.
now, right now, what am I supposed to check?
Discord.
Ah,
I've sent you
Right
the full
now-
family of Hoovers.
right now, it sounds like a family of Roombas.
No, absolutely not.
Ah, those things.
How cool are they? I always wanted a Hetty. But then I also had a desk version of Hetty that I loved so much. So there was like a little, like this size of the Hoover, and you could like zoop it round on your desk. And I'm very easily entertained.
We have been going for an hour, so we could take a break here to give Addy more time rather than me doing Henry
Sorry,
Hoover
I'm doing
related
it
bits.
with one hand.
It's okay.
I'm
That's why
doing it with one hand.
we'll take a break. We'll be back
Yeah.
after this
After
break.
this.
You might get adverts, and they might be for Henry Hoovers.
Oh, I hope I've done the algorithm.
Uh,
I'm just gonna say it loads in the background.
exactly. That's what we're gonna do. We'll be back. Bye. We're back.
I don't have.
Hello, everyone.
Oh, okay.
You said go back and press the back button.
We didn't get a countdown.
We used to go back and I
No,
went back.
we're too hot. We're too hot for a countdown. Hello, and everybody, and we are back. Now, a little question already posted in the chat, but maybe people have us on an open tab or something. Are there people currently actively listening and ready to partake?
I'm in
For a
chat,
bit of
so I'll partake.
no.
I'll log into my other Twitch.
No. But I believe today we're more like the podcast in the background. If anybody's up for some like nice participation, feel free to drop something into the chat. And if not, I will have my fun with all of you alone.
Oh no.
Yeah, so chat. You have the capacities to save them now.
I
Anyway,
don't need chat to save me. I've got me.
yeah, Callum, your bird.
Mhm.
It has been a few weeks since the whole thing, and even though Barnaby is still saying he's reading every file, there hasn't been anything new yet, and life just goes its way as it does. The thing is, you are pretty sure it was Madeline's turn to water the plants in your garden. Pretty sure.
I'll just do it instead because I don't want to force the issue, and I
And
would rather
Dahlia,
have my plants be alive.
You were pretty sure it was Madeline's turn to hang up the washing. Like, you do the washing, you collect all the clothes and the whole flat, you do the washing, you put the washing out. Madeline just has to hang it. And now you have to wash that specific batch of clothing again because it sat there and got a bit mucky.
She will re-put it on the sort of like a little rinse cycle, and then we'll try and find Madeline.
What time is it? What would you say?
Do we have a
21
day-night
minutes.
cycle in this city? I thought we were in like permanent darkness.
Yeah, not permanent darkness, permanent twilight, but still, you have your cycle. You get up, you have your first meal, you do stuff, you have your second meal, and after your third meal, you go to bed and make another tick on the calendar because I guess it has been a day, maybe.
I think Dahlia is very used to timekeeping a planet. So she has up in her sort of little attic room a massive, what's the word? Sand timer?
You mean this thing?
One of those things, but it is
Hourglass.
huge. That's the word. Thank you. She has a massive one of those and will spin it every 12 hours?
Mhm.
Question mark. It's her own
Behold.
version.
The magical and mystical sand timer.
Leave me alone. It's the best I can do. But yeah, I will have some sort of system wherein once the bottom. Oh yes, you could do that. So once the bottom half reaches the full weight of all of the sand, assuming that none of the sand can escape, it will click down a little bit, and then the timer will spin. It's this big mechanical thing at the back of her room that's all sort of weights and balances and pulleys. That's how Dahlia does time. Yes, she will kind of, I guess, try and hunt down Madeline. I'm saying it's 22 minutes past the 8th quartile of, what's the word? Sand in the bottom.
So around 8:20
Yes.
in the evening.
Yes. Because that's the time now.
Adi, would you think that Madeline would be there?
Probably not.
You knock on Madeline's door and you don't get an answer. But you almost trip over her one of her pair of shoes, and you told her hundreds of times to please leave them in the front of the house so she's not dragging all the dirt across it. And this time she outdid herself, because those are the most soggy, most dirty, most earth encrusted boots you have ever fucking seen.
She will try the door handle.
Is it locked? Adi?
Sorry.
Does Madeline lock her door when she leaves?
I mean, she doesn't really have a door as such, right? Because she more or less crashes in the living room. Like she doesn't really have too much to hide as such. Like, if anyone can make sense of her chaos, then hey, kudos. Like,
I think in that case, Dahlia would go for sort of Madeline's usual napping spots, and then would go and find the artist previously known as Bird, to sort of see if they've seen them wherever she would find our little friend.
Nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, then she would go and sort of wait. So is our birdie missing as well?
Oh, no. Birdie is
they?
there.
I ain't seen nothing.
It's
I mean,
odd. There's
that's not quite true.
Oh, what for scene?
You're missing a bucket. One of your
I'm
garden
missing a
buckets.
bucket.
At least you think at first, and then you find it somewhere else, like near the house, near the house, the front door where you also run into Dahlia, and the handle is terribly burned. Like it's still usable, but like there's soot everywhere, and it's kind of deformed as if it almost melted down.
Somebody's been burning stuff in my bucket.
Oh. Well, that's odd. I found a pair of soaked shoes upstairs.
Soaked shoes or
Soaked. Absolutely wet through.
with what?
Didn't wish to find out. I'm assuming water.
Can I sniff those boots?
You're welcome to do as you wish, I suppose.
Well, it's better than trying to set them alight and find out if it was oil or not, isn't it?
True, yes.
I go find the boots. Is it water or does it smell like it could be something else?
It smells like dirty water and soil.
Dirty water and soil. Flames, dirty dirty water and soil.
And Dahlia, while our little bird goes down and sniffs at worn boots, you find a little something laying in the grass. It looks like a hand. Maybe the handle broke, or as you further inspect it, you see no, the handle didn't break. It's the head of a hoe, and like where the handle should be, rust corroded the metal and made it unusable.
Can I pick it up and give it like a good look over?
It's a lot of things, basically everything in the city in the mist is lost one way or another, and some of the things, mostly the tools you find there, had been lost for a while before they find the way to you. So tools being a bit rusty, that's nothing out of the ordinary. But this thing, it looks as somebody with great strength had worked with it for a long time until it finally gave out. Great strength or great vigor.
She will put it in one of her little pockets for now. And is going to look into the remains of the bucket.
The bucket itself is still usable. It's one of the buckets that's kind of similar to those you have, but it's like the grip on top of the metal thing you carry it on is scorched and burned, and I'd even say the shape of the hand seems familiar.
Cool. So it looks as though something burning was carrying it and not something in it was being burned.
Probably.
She's putting a few things together in her head.
That's very good, because I would like of you to know where Madeline is disappearing to. If you both guess wrong, you fail the challenge, and Madeline gets to get a wisdom card. If one of you is right, well,
I I've got a great joke answer.
So we've got muddy boots, muddy wet boots. We've got a Madeline hand-shaped kink in the bucket handle, and a broken hoe. Stop it.
so we got shoes, a king,
I
and
think
a hoe.
that
Oh my god!
the memory of Burning Man, but they don't know what Burning Man was.
Oh my god.
Chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. I love it. I love it.
I'm sorry.
Gonna eat all of my dice and see what happens.
Why would they be on fire? I don't get this bit. I don't get why they'd be on fire.
Maddie has like heat-based powers.
Oh, why would they
Memory
burn?
serves.
Look at the holding.
I feel like, have we ever seen Maddie flare up when she's emotional? Question mark.
Like, it's
Basically, any other scene where Maddie gets emotional, you see her flare up.
Cool.
it's some kind of
Madeline has a lot of strengths. Temper is not one of her strengths, so to speak.
That's Dahlia's thinking.
Is
So
Dahlia
she's thinking.
sorry, is Madeline like two timing us on another garden?
My thinking is, has Maddie been going perhaps down to a river or a lake to cool off after a massive flare up?
But why the hoe? It's for moving dirt, right? So like it's rusted, which means it's been like it's been in a lot like a river or like a swamp. Like it's some sort of like
So I will.
watery land.
Can I offer some clarification on the hoe in particular? It's
Yes.
not it's not something that was used recently. This is an old
Oh,
hoe. Like something that could have been scraped from the ground.
I have an idea, and I don't know if it's silly or not. Are there graves? Are there graves in the City of Strays?
Now
Done
this
grave digging.
there are
the
graveyards.
there are graveyards, but there are also specific types of graves that she has encountered, which is why she's going looking at those things.
Or war graves?
Now, as I will
I
say,
think that's enough aid I've given already.
yeah, and I would like to hear a theory from both of you. If you
I
get
think
it.
they've gone into flooded catacombs.
Mm-hmm.
I think with it being mud, have they been digging up graves?
Before we stop that, Adi, did I misdescribe anything you feel you need to correct?
The bucket would not have been missing from our garden. This would have been
Alright.
found. This would have been again the burnt remains of a bucket, and a very it's not a very large bucket. It's of a smaller size, and it has kind of little hinges on the side where it could almost like it could have been attached to something metal, perhaps.
Oh, it's
Like
a
little
well.
handle.
So it's
So what are you
farmland. It has to be.
Maybe
Right,
pulled
'cause-
up the hoe from a well.
Yeah, I think it's something to do with farmland. It's got to be an abandoned farm, or like an ancient, like a lot, like yeah, a buried farm. That's what I'll say.
We have a buried farm.
I still like the idea of sticking with graveyard. A churchyard well. Have we seen any muddy footprints?
Have they seen any muddy footprints?
No.
But the shoes were wet and muddy.
Yeah, and her clothes would have been as well.
Obviously we've got it wrong.
No, I'm not saying that.
I'm sticking to churchyard well.
I'm sticking to the buried farm. There's a well.
I
there at
like
the
your
very
idea
least.
of farm though.
There's at very least a well there, and the only way I can see that a well and a home connected is that it's a dilapidated farm that they're uncovering.
Adi, did they guess right where Madeline is going at night?
Madeline, in a sense, both of you are correct in your own ways. So I think
I mean,
they would
you're
have gotten
wrong.
this. No, not at all. Because the location and the context, the location context was exact spot on by Callum, but the context catch on of Magpies was also spot on. She's been going to the old, forgotten parts of the city to find old farmland and old wells where, in her days as a soldier, she encountered other things in the wells that are not, that is not water or anything to do with growth, and it was in fact a grave of convenience, a grave of utility, a grave of a weapon, changing water into poison. And she's
Ooh.
been trying to clear them out.
I dig that.
Would you say with that they, if they would confront you with that you, it would be close enough to home that you'd say they were right?
With the two of them, their powers combined, they are truth.
Well, lucky for you, Madeline just walks in through the door. Again, soaked in water, looking like a wet dog more than her fabulous self. Each of you
Well,
have a the possibility to persuade her to open up. And Adi, it is your decision to say if they succeed or not.
Hmm.
The question is, what is bothering you?
What's interesting about wells?
I'm sorry.
Wells.
Old, archaic, and not practical in the modern day.
Found a bucket that doesn't belong to our garden, and I've deduced it's from a well.
Well, jolly good for you. She
I didn't
will
bring it
kind of.
here, and Dahlia didn't bring it here, so you brought it here. So what's so interesting about the wells? Is there some really cool wells I should be taking out?
There are quite a few, sure. Should I describe them by their architecture?
No,
Yeah,
but
so interesting.
you have quite the, what's the word? Penchants for
Penchants?
finding
Penchants?
penchants. Look at me. For not communing with, but perhaps being a little more connected with the dead. Madeline, you're not
Wells
in
can't
any
die.
sort.
They're objects.
Yes, but I think it's more the surroundings. You're not in trouble. You're coming home soaked to the bone, darling.
Also, forgetting to do things again.
Right. I. She'll kind of look around and I apologize. I did mean to get better about this sort of thing.
It's all right. We just want to know where you are.
I'm fine. I've just been going on long contemplative walks, sounding
Well.
out the subconscious and hearing the unconscious.
In Wells.
Near Wells.
Near Wells.
And this, and she'll hold up the piece of the hoe.
The burnt, the what?
The piece of the hoe, the like gardening hoe.
I found it. People
In the
find
well.
things. Does it really
Or next to
matter?
the well. I mean, I'm just interested in the wells. I really like
I
city
found it
infrastructure.
in the well.
I think my concern is if there's something on your mind that's dragging you out at gosh knows what time of the night to look into. What's going on?
We should do it together for your safety, because if you fall down one of those wells, how are you going to get back up again? I can fly.
And I have ropes. And I have training. More than. Is this going to be a thing where we have to discuss it? Or can we do this in a more civilized way and have tea first?
Oh, yes. I'll tell you what, you go
Tea?
and sit down. I'll make it.
Right. Thank you, Dee. And she will give a considering look to the bird and kind of walk in to the living room.
I just think wells are cool, potentially.
Dahlia's going to take some time just to sort of and make tea.
In the living room, she's kind of like come off, and she was about to throw her soggy shoes off, but she stopped and looked at the bird and went and put them outside and then walked back in.
If the water's dirty, we have to find a way to clean the water, because maybe that will help people having another clean supply of water. I need to go and find some architectural plans for these farms as soon as I find out where they're from.
I think there'll just be like a moment where she just has the most blank stare, and then she just laughs out loud, like breaks into kind of laughter. Uh, is there a tinge of like panic laughter, maybe? But it is honest laughter, and she just kind of reaches over and pats the metal. If you don't even have feathers to ruffle, can you make feathers to ruffle?
No. I'm a statue.
Statues can have detail.
I've got the detail, I just can't make them ruffle. Structurally, quite difficult. I'm not new wave fancy kind of statue that these new wave artists make that can move and stuff.
Still sounds like an issue, darling, and not an issue me.
Oh, I don't need. I'm happy as they are. Thank you very much.
You stay exactly the way you are.
I've changed a bunch. I'm able to lie now.
Now that is fascinating. What led to that? She just leans in.
I didn't realise my housemate was a goldfish.
This is Adi breaking composure. Like I think Madeline's smirk would just deepen.
No idea. Got no idea why. Just started happening one day. Magically.
The water is dirty, but
Yes.
not for reasons that you might have expected.
Why is it dirty then?
She'll kind of sigh and like she would have been leaning back in in whatever chair or seating implement she would have graced with, but right now she'll kind of hunch forward, elbows on knees, and just kind of um, placing her chin on her clenched fists. Bodies. The wells are full of bodies. I've been trying to climb and get them out and bury them.
Well, you don't have to do that by yourself, that sounds like a very important thing to do. And we could help if you needed it to not do that. And if you told us that, we might have been more understanding of the fact that your chores aren't being done because you're doing city-wide chores of reparations for war crimes.
These are my reparations.
Yeah, but you don't have to take that by yourself. They're your memories, but asking for help is fine,
This is something my therapist tried repeatedly to convince me. I think that's why I stopped seeing her.
Right. So you stopped because you didn't want to listen to good advice? I could give you
I was
some
not-
bad advice if you want.
No, now you lie, so I have no trust in you. And she'll just laugh again.
Okay, you should just keep doing it by yourself. And you know what you should do? You should just never stop. You should just keep going until you drop down one of these wells.
Reverse psychology, the first understanding of when truth no longer enters the picture.
Don't bother fixing it at all, I say. Stay at home, put your feet up, and watch the 2 TV channels we all still remember.
She will kind of chuckle, but kind of again stop very quickly. It has been exhausting. I shall not lie.
Also, if these are memories, you can just forget them and they'll stop appearing. And we all know that forgetting things is good round here.
There would be there would be a glint of a broken flint in her eye, and there's just the most resolute no. never forget it. It's been done enough.
Well,
But I
you know,
don't.
I've done
I
my
don't.
best here, Sisyphus. I can't help you.
I wouldn't mind some aid, especially for someone who can use magic in the most imaginative ways. And someone can.
Oh, okay, right. Asking me to use personal magic to help your problems is quite, I would like to say, a big ask. I can fly without
As
having
you
to use
said,
magic.
as you
I-
said, this is for the good of the city, is it not? The people. I have been putting my effort.
I think the
I
problem
am.
is actually.
I am simply kidding. I believe is the word. And she'll pat her head and just kind of stand up, look towards the kitchen.
I think Dahlia has been hanging back, not wanting to interrupt the moment. Will sort of as soon as she sort of feels like someone looking in on her, will sort of, as though she's just finished making the tea, will turn around with the cups and, oh, are we ready?
That's the
Do I
longest tea I've ever
actually have
seen.
to repeat all of that? Do I actually have to repeat all of that?
Oh no.
Good. Right. Since we are going for truth as the theme of this discussion, I will say that I am not averse to the idea of asking for aid in this respect. They deserve better, memories or not.
All
And
right.
the city could use water.
Perfect. Then any help you require, you'll get.
She'll get up, walk over, take the tea tray, and start walking up to the little living room and the little teapot table, place the tray down, and start putting out, like, the little cups and saucers very quietly, just like very calmly, very, very zen.
I think Dahlia will do what she normally does, which is sit on the floor next to the tea table. Now she normally wears like a full sort of morning veil. Will sort of lift it just enough to see the bottom of her mouth. Um, you guys have probably seen it before. It is horrific. It is jagged teeth and spiraling veins, and you're pretty certain that some sort of dark light is just about shimmering behind her teeth, but she'll take the tea. She'll drink it.
I'm gonna go to the chore roster, the chore schedule, and the little wheel we've got. Take them down and start adjusting them to add in. Go fix the dead body wells. Scratch that out. Go fix the wells in quotation marks. Adds it to the chore roster.
Well, I do believe that you all got Madeline to open up.
Woohoo!
So each of you draw a wisdom card and you win this challenge.
Let's go!
Madeline, you get the King of Wands.
Okay.
That is 10, 11, 12, 13 points of wisdom.
Whoa.
Callum, you get the Queen of Cups. That's 12 points of wisdom. And Magpie, you get the Six of Swords, which is 6 points of wisdom, but also a sword card out of your way, because the swords are the mean cards in this game.
Oh no!
What are the cups
I'm
cards?
do-
'Cause I keep on drawing cups.
The cups are the intercoven conflicts.
Okay.
Wait,
I
what
should
are the
just-
swords then?
The swords is
External?
the words about to fuck you.
Oh yeah.
It's valid. That's valid. Honestly.
Which is also what I just drew for our next card. The Page of Swords.
Yay.
The
Live,
what of
laugh,
swords?
love.
The what?
The Page of Swords.
The Page of Swords. What's a page?
Oh, Terror has the page.
Is that like less than one?
Page? No, it's page, knight, queen, king.
Oh,
Which also means that king is 13 points and queen is 12 points.
Like a
You've
like a
never
page
opened
boy.
a tarot deck before.
no, I haven't. I don't believe in mumbo jumbo.
We all need a bit of spicy psychology from time to time.
Correct.
I read Young, unfortunately, because it sort of comes up in theatre if you squint a bit and ignore most of it.
You are sitting all in, having tea. And you hear a noise from the window.
Swear if that's really cat again.
Hello?
Oh no, is it Barbie?
Going to the door. Or whichever's the door's closest to where this noise is coming from.
Barnaby is tapping at the window next to the living room and here's the what's it called?
Porch.
Porch, yeah.
I open the window.
Birdie!
Yeah, hi
I found it
Barnaby.
out!
Yeah, okay. What'd you find out?
It's the leader of the owls, it's Minerva herself!
Okay, get. Okay.
And when I told her, she was really interested in it.
Uh-huh.
Because she couldn't remember.
She doesn't remember kill. Okay, right. Interesting.
Yeah, isn't that funny? You
know what that
also
could have been?
realized
It could have been
you
a lie.
realized something.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, a lie. That's true. Barnaby is a tiny bit taller since the last time you saw him.
Oh shit.
So did she say anything else?
Then I did a very good job, and she's proud of me.
Okay. That's good.
And she will find out why she did it.
Great. Do you offer to help?
Help her find out why she did it.
Yeah.
I thought we two were a detective team.
Yeah, we are. We totally are. I'm just making sure you didn't without me, you know.
Mm-mm.
When was this?
What time is it? Like 5 minutes ago.
Okay. Great. Well,
Oh, and also, look, I can do something really cool now. And Barnaby falls back down on the ground, and shadows engulf him. And when the shadows fall down again, there is a scrawny-looking young boy with feathers below his arms and a slightly crooked nose and still these unimaginably big eyes. Look, I've got a humanoid form now! Isn't that cool?
it's a choice.
Like most people don't get them until they did so much for the owls, and I'm just I basically
proof-
popped into existence 5 minutes before we met, and now I'm already got a humanoid form.
It's proof you're doing so much good work for the owls.
Wait.
Uncovering the
Yeah.
truth. It's a great thing to do.
And I know so much more stuff now.
Exactly. What else do you know?
I know why water is boiling.
Why is water boiling?
Because you put energy in it, and then the molecules inside of it are
Oh,
moving
sorry,
faster.
I thought you said that water in general was boiling, not that you know how water boils.
Yeah, but I didn't know before, and now I do.
Knowledge is a great thing, you know?
I feel like I ate a lot of books. I mean, I know you don't eat books, but like, it feels like
Consume
nom,
them
nom.
in like a metaphorical sense.
Yes, yes.
Great. Wow. You know, I've got nothing left to teach you.
Now I can wear a hat too. Isn't that
you're
great?
you know, exactly. The you've become the master. I've got nothing else to teach you about being a detective.
Now we can both be master detectives.
Yeah.
I'm gonna write a book about it, about everything we ever did. Let's do another detective thing.
I mean, have you got another mystery? Because I've not seen any around. We just solved a mystery where
No.
our missing friend was going. So you know, like, I solve mysteries every 5 minutes. Me.
You solved the mystery without me?
I didn't mean to. It just kind of happened. That's what happens because we're rivals now. You know, we're not like we're still friends, but
what?
like a friendly competitiveness. Like we have to solve mysteries. You know, we sometimes we have to solve mysteries by ourselves. Like
But
you
you
solved
just said-
Minerva, and I solved
But
where
you
my friend
told
was
me
going.
to.
Yeah, giving you the challenge, and now you can take on any mystery you want.
But I did that for the team.
Yeah, and I solved this for my team, our team.
But I thought we were a team.
We are a team. We're collective teams. There's multiple teams.
That's complicated.
I know. So complicated. Solve that one.
So we are still friends.
We're still a team. It's just like, you know, I was this town's only and best detective, but now I'm no longer the only. How do we know if I'm the best?
We could play tic-tac-toe about it.
That's not a detective thing, is it? That's just a big tic-tac-toe. I'm not the best tic-tac-toe player in the world.
You need a lot of logical thinking.
Like, how does tic-tac-toe help me investigate a crime scene?
Oh, you're right. We need another crime scene.
No, we don't need another crime scene. We don't need them. We just solve them when they arrive. And also, not every mystery is about crime. Some mysteries are just about questions. It's about being able to ask questions and find answers.
Like which questions?
Like, where does everything go when it goes missing?
Here.
Yeah, but when it goes missing from here?
To another part of the town.
Yeah, but some things just go, don't they? And they don't come back.
You mean when they die?
Yeah. Why is that happening? That's the big question. And how do we stop it? Those are the real mysteries, my friend.
Well, it's just like with fire.
Go on.
You have a piece of wood, right?
Uh-huh.
And if you want warmth from it, you need to burn it. And then the wood is gone. And you only have a tiny piece of it as ash.
Mm-hmm.
But the wood is gone. The city is built out of ash.
Yeah, but what's it being used? But then that suggests that's the things that we've been used for something, and now we've been dropped off here. So what were we used for?
No, you are being used
For what?
for whatever you're using yourself up to. I don't know.
But
What's
that's the
worth the
question we
fire?
need to answer, isn't it? That's a mystery.
The other mystery was way more fun.
Well,
Now
not
I
every
feel like you're
mystery-
questioning me.
I'm not questioning you. I'm questioning reality, my friend. Like, you don't have to do this mystery all the time. It's just a thing that you got to think about every now and again.
Questioning reality.
Yeah.
I mean, is this the real life?
I'm not finishing that sentence. I'll
Hmm.
have you know, where I'm from, we had a better band.
What's a band? Wait, I know that. A band is a group of musicians.
Yeah. Where's all the music gone? That's another great mystery, you know? Why? Where's the mystery of where's the music in this city, you know?
You can just start playing.
Exactly.
No.
But, like, you know. Why has this city got no great bands?
We could be a band.
We could be a band.
The detective band.
The detective band. We could come up with a better name as well.
Lost and found.
That's not bad. Well, that's an album at least.
Birds of a feather.
Birds of a Feather, also good. I really like that one. It could be a great show of unity. We could use our
Eyes in the
music.
dark.
I think I like Birds of a Feather the best.
So we're a band now.
Yeah, we're a
Of
band now.
detectives.
Of
That's
detectives.
so cool.
So, like, what instruments do you know how to play?
I can whoop.
But you got a humanoid form, so you can play instruments.
Right.
Yeah. You want to try drums? Well, we'll need guitarists.
Wait. This is E. This is A minor.
Yeah.
This is D.
Uh-huh.
This is G. I know how to play the guitar.
Great. Well, let's go find a guitar and we'll start writing songs.
And you see that Barnaby skips basically down the street looking for a guitar, which now is the big new mystery. And you also see that quite a few people have seen this interaction on the street because you never welcomed Barnaby in.
Yeah, that's fine. It's just my bud. He's my good bud. He's my good bud Barnaby. What are we gonna get some Barnaby, yeah?
Madeline Dahlia, you heard this interaction.
I think Dahlia mostly just started wincing at the drumming. I think we'd be aware that the entire street has seen this as well.
Yeah.
I think before it sort of reached the end, I think Dahlia would have sort of looked over to Madeline and just, perhaps we ought to bring them inside.
I think that might be best, yes.
Right. She will get up, tea still in hand, and I guess we'll appear behind our little friend.
I'm off to go and find a guitar. We're starting a band. It's called Birds of a Feather. First album's called Lost and Found. We're going to do an EP first, though.
Wonderful.
I'm sure you'll have a banger cover album art.
Perhaps we ought to bring this indoors.
Oh no, we're going to go find a guitar. There's a guitar in here.
Oh yes, there's multiple stacked up, but perhaps we should bring it inside.
Barnaby, we've got guitars! Got guitars in the place!
No way! That's so cool!
Come on in.
And he jumps up, shapeshifts back into his owl form, and scoots through the door. Like, faster.
Dahlia looks fucking
Then he was-
mortified.
Faster than he was able to fly before. He drops, turns back, and like, you would think Barnaby's humanoid form is now around 11, 12-ish, maybe 13.
Blatant. I don't understand how they're just messing with this every thread of every reality. She just talked in the hand.
Barnaby, how many of your parliament can shapeshift?
All of us.
Oh. Do they tend to walk among us as people? You know, just so I can remember to be friendlier.
I mean, they would probably look like me, like feathers and big eyes and sharp features, and mostly around at night. Because, I mean, night
Owls.
It's funny. Most of the time, like, the idea is that the sun would hurt our eyes because eyes can see a lot in the dark. But since there is no dark, it's basically like we don't need to go out at night. But it's still kind of like we have this big clock that always calls us to work. And then we all appear, and then we all go out and do our thing.
Fascinating.
And your new thing, while we wait for a mystery, is band practice.
Yeah. I just, like, you've been a goddess, right? You know the thing with suddenly knowing things you weren't supposed to know, but suddenly you know so much and it's all chaos in your head, right?
Yes. That's happened.
Yeah, that's happening to me too. Like, I suddenly know so much.
When did this happen?
That feels like cheating. Just knowing things rather than asking and finding out and checking. I just feel like, I don't know anything. I find things out.
With that, you know that you don't know anything, so you know something.
I know some things, but like I put work into knowing things. I don't just get gifted them.
I think that was it a guy named Descartes who said that?
It's not in my
Or
list
was
of
it
philosophers that I knew.
Socrates?
Like
No, Socrates was
Camus?
I think therefore
I know.
am.
I can do Camus, and that's about it.
Why do I know philosophers? Anyway,
That's the thing I'm saying. Like, you just know things, but you didn't like go on the journey of finding those things out. That's what being a detective's all about.
I mean, I did have a journey, and now I know stuff. Sounds fair to me.
Okay, so we're gonna write a
Perhaps-
song, right?
Hmm.
Do you now know a song?
I know how to write one. I know how a 4-chord song works. I know what a cadenza is.
Perhaps we ought to.
But like, we
Settle
haven't gone
this.
through the joy of trying and failing and watching things for inspiration.
All right, we can do that.
Because I'm gonna have to do it anyway to catch up, because I don't just know things. I'm gonna work hard. I'm gonna do things.
Ooh, now I can teach you. That's so cool.
Yeah.
And while the two of you are practicing, Adi,
Mhm.
you see from the outside there are a bunch of kids looking.
Uh, yeah, I'm just going to like click my tongue and just try. Do we have curtains? Like, I don't know,
Yeah.
just and yeah, it's just a very quick, like, dismissal, like closing them off immediately. And I'm just like, as much as I am a fan of free expression and of music, perhaps try and do this assortment a little quieter. Empathy for people and the potential audience and all that.
You hear another round of murmurs from outside.
Can I try and listen to see what they're saying?
Yeah, they're like, you're sure? Yeah, I saw that fluff, that ball of feathers walk in. I can't believe no wonder they're always so well off. Yeah, maybe that's why they are allowed to keep the garden.
Yeah, I think she'll grind her teeth and kind of like ignore the two birds and like walk straight up to Dahlia and just, gee, I think there's trouble coming. Whispers in the dark about reasons and blame and a lot of resentment that clearly I think we all managed to ignore.
Right.
Whispers in the Dark sounds like a great album. I'll put it on the list.
Yeah.
Yes, you wish you had my naming sense, didn't you? Um,
Didn't you also sounds like a good song?
uh, quite.
By the way, Madeline's, we're friends too, right? Because I'm friends with. Did you find a name yet?
No.
I would say we are very firm acquaintances, Barnaby.
All right. And Dahlia?
I know you.
Some would argue that's worth more.
Hmm.
Also, that could be a great song. Oi, Avis, how about I know you and it's always the thing that repeats in the chorus. And this last one was loud enough to be heard on the street. And the thing you get back is, how about all fuckers, you bastards? And the stone is hurled through your window. And that's where we're gonna close for tonight.
Oh no!
No, we're a soft jazz band, not rock.
Nice. Okay, I have to get up in a short time because I have to go for a blood test, some shit. So I will pop off. I will catch you all later.
Great.
GG's.
Thank you,
Sorry.
everyone.
Uh,
And thank you,
yeah.
Addy, for jumping by.
Oh, Fuck, I forgot that we are still online. God damn it.
It's fine, Annie. It's fine. We all just we all just know now. We can find you now. We know that you're going for a blood test. We'll come and find you.
Oh God,
You
yeah,
can
okay.
also find Adi at Noonline's Creation on Instagram and as
I
ADMK on Blue Sky. So
I can only do half a heart, so someone has to make the rest. There we go. Let's go. Let's go.
Half a
All right,
heart.
I'm gonna go. Bye.
Aye.
Good
Don't worry. You can just
night.
leave, and
Bye.
it won't affect anything.
Yes. All right. Cheers.
Bye.
How
Bye.
comforting.
You can also.
Oh.
First of all, Callum, you're a bitch. Second of all, you can also find Adi on alternating Tuesdays over at Panzer's Table, DMing a wonderful game of Blades in the Dark, where you can also find Callum and I. Callum and me? I?
Come on,
Either
I.
works.
Either works.
All those grammatical nonsense can bug
You
off.
will also be able to find Adi onward from the 2nd of October over at Roller's Joint, where he's going to be playing a wonderful little campaign I'm DMing, which is called High Noon in Space, aka What Happens If Bards Ask, hey, anybody want to play pen and paper and be fucking high with me?
Solid.
And
Solid.
I do believe that's all I know from Adi, but as I said, you can find him on the internet. Check him out. He's a wonderful person. And I believe that was a plug, right?
That was a plug.
Right.
That was a good
Magpie,
plug.
do you want to continue?
Oh my god. Hi. I'm not really many places, to be fair. This is the only place that I'm playing online at the moment.
But you have a casting open.
I do have a casting call open over on Euphoria. I'm running a super spooky game of Call of Cthulhu. It is 1920s Manchester, because, come join me. I would love to play with y'all, because I'm rarely in the GM seat because I'm terrified of it. And now I'm in it. What else? What else am I doing? Recently, I had my Mechtember, there we go, game out on Euphoria also. So that is live now as a VOD. Other than that, you can find me at Antique Horror on Blue Sky. I write kids comics. That is my whole shtick. And then I come and play horror games. That's all I have. That's me. Hello.
Callum, while you're not taming the chat and producing this wonderful game, where can people find you?
You can find me over at Blue Sky at Fiat Callum. I am also in that Blades game. I'm nowhere else at the moment. I am trying to pick up the pieces of my life and figure out what to do next. Because all of my plans have been ruined. I'm going for my villain era, which was also the start of this year. So, we might just be permanently a villain. Yeah. We'll be back next week. Stay tuned for possibly more content coming from House of Dreams, as we have another game on the way, and also 2 whole games that were recorded that we've just got sitting in a file, and that will come out at some
Sweet.
point. Because I really want everyone to see how stupid my Thirsty Sword lesbian characters are.
The answer is always yes.
Yeah. All right. Do you need to do your plug, Bard?
Yes,
Other
I would
stuff?
like to, if
Cool.
you don't mind. So I'm Bard with many names. You can find me basically everywhere on the internet as Bard with many names. I'm most active on Blue Sky, even though I'm a bit passive there, and on Instagram, where I'm also low-key passive, but still. I can be found on Wednesdays here, on alternating Tuesdays on Panzer's Table playing Blades in the Dark, on the other alternating Tuesdays at Roller's Joint DMing High Noon at Space, which will be a fucking delight and I will die. This Friday, also on Pencil's Tables, playing Sparkle, what did I call it? Sparkle Starlight Makeup, aka a one beautiful magical girl one-shot that's totally not stolen from anything called Sailor Moon. did I forget anything else? If you are in Germany in the mid of October, you will find me at the Frankfurter Book Fair with the publishing house Tintenschwan, aka Ink Swan, where I will be cosplaying as a wonderful nymph from one of the newest children books from that publishing house. So if you ever wanted to see me in a dress, this will and might be your first and only chance. And also, I believe there's a short movie coming out starring me, but that's still a bit in the pipeline. I will let you know as soon as it's online. I believe that has been all. It was a beautiful time and a wonderful delight having you all being here. I am always having a blast, even though we might not playing the rule by the games, the game by the rules. Who needs that?
Even if Callum just starts talking nonsense until the plot changes.
Oh no! Not gonna lie, I didn't see Barnaby coming, but now I love it. And yeah, be nice to each other. We are living in interesting times, so be kind to yourself, be kind to your neighbor. Mwah! Take care of yourself.
Bye
That's in the end button.
bye.